Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghuveer. In this class, we will discuss about string data types in Python. In our previous classes, we discussed about numeric data types, conditional statements, control statements, and operators. So please follow our playlist from the beginning so that you will have a better understanding of the complete Python language. The link for the playlist is provided in the description below. So coming to today's class, we will take some examples and understand what string data type is. String is a sequence of Unicode characters. What's Unicode character we will discuss in our next class. For now, remember it as a string is a sequence of characters. Let's take an example. The example here we considered here is A is equal to hello world. This is a sequence of characters. H is a character, E is a character, L, O, comma is a character, and empty space is also a character in programming languages. So new line is a character. So how we save these characters, all these things we'll discuss in our next class when we discuss about Unicode characters. So for now, a sequence of characters, WORLD, hyphen is a character, everything is a character. We define strings based on double quotations. If you give it in double quotations, it means that this is a string type data. So print A means hello world, string is displayed. We can use double quotations or we can use single quotations for defining the string data type. We can use single quotations. The same way we can use triple quotations. Triple quotations, if your data type, if your string consists of new line, means multi-line strings, then we use triple quotations. Here we are using triple double quotations we use for multi-line strings. This is how we use this triple quotations. Next, coming to the concept how memory is allocated for strings. Let's take this example. So A is equal to hello world. Hello world is a string data type and it is a sequence of characters. The same way memory is also allocated. A continuous memory is allocated for each and every character. See here how many characters we have. H is a character, E, L, O, empty space is a character, W, O, R, L, D. Total 11 characters are there. For each character, one memory space is allocated. So the memory space, it's a continuous memory space. It's a continuous memory space in the random access memory. And the memory space is given the indexing names as 0. It starts from 0, first location, second location, third location, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9, and the 10th location. Total 11 characters are there. So indexing starts from 0 and it ends at 10. The same way in Python, it will give negative indexes also. So the negative indexes starts from the end location, -1. -1 is the end location, -2, -3, so on up to -11. This is how they give negative indexing. Based on these indexes, we can access the characters in the string. Let's take an example how to access the characters in the string. So accessing a character from the string A is equal to hello world, we can access the first position. In the first position, what character is there, that character will be displayed. We use the square brackets for accessing the characters in the string. So first position, 0th position we are having H, and in the first position we are having E. So that's why E is displayed. We can use the negative indexes also for accessing our characters. And the same way, next coming to different string operations. Slicing is a string operation. We use the square brackets for a slicing operator. What's this slicing operator means? We can access a part of the string. Based on the index values, we will use this index values for taking a part of the string. What's it's mentioned here is index values. 2:5. 2:5 means starting from the second position, take the second position character, third position, fourth position. Don't take the fifth position. That is what this means is. It won't consider the fifth position. The same discussion which we discussed in our previous classes, range function. In the range function, 0 to 9 means it will take the range values from 0, 1, 2, 3, so on up to 8. It won't consider the 9th value. The same way here, 2:5 means it will consider the second position, third position, fourth position. It won't consider the last value. So up to before the last value, it will consider the position. So it will display in the second position means in the 0th position we are having H, in the first position we are having E, in the second position we are having L. So it will display L, L, O. That's the output we got here. And next one is a is equal to hello world. The same example, slicing example. In order to show you new line is a character, we take this example HELLO, new line W. So 2 to 7, we have to take the substring of 2 to 7. So 2 to 2 means the second position means L, O, second position, third position, fourth position, fifth position is new line character, and the sixth position, it won't consider the seventh position. That's why it will display up to W, LLO, new line and W. So new line is also a character in programming languages. How to access you based on the negative indexing. Here we consider the negative indexes. See here, A is equal to hello world, print A of -1. What's the -1 position means? The last position means D is considered as the -1 position. Index is given in that way. So -1, it will display D. The next one is -2. So we are giving only the starting position. Ending position is not given here. If the ending position is not given here, it will consider default take the last position into consideration. So -1, -2. So what it will display here? -2 to ending position means LD is displayed here. LD is displayed here. The same way, if the starting position is not given, what it will consider? The default, the first position is considered as the starting position up to the given ending position. Ending position, what's the ending position? It's given here -5. -5 means in the given string -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. W is -5, but it won't consider the ending position. Before that it will display, means it will display from HELLO and the empty space. So that's why the answer is HELLO. The next one is -5 to -1 position. -5, -4, -3, -2. It won't consider -1, the last position. That's why it will display WORL. This is how we use negative indexing for accessing or slicing or accessing our characters. The next operator is a plus. It's a concatenation operator. If you want to concatenate two strings, we use plus operator. Let's take an example. A is equal to hello, B is equal to world, C is equal to A plus B. By default, if you use concatenation operator, it won't give any space between this concatenation. If you want to allow some space between concatenation of two strings, you have to mention it like this: A plus, you have to concatenate. This is a string, empty space string, plus we are concatenating three strings here. A is having one string, in between we are placing a empty space string. That's why, that is how we use concatenation operator. So the output is hello world for C, and D we are having hello space world. That is what we displayed. So star is used for repetition of the strings. If you want to repeat the strings for multiple times, we use star operator. A is equal to hello, print 2 star A means it will display hello 2 times. If you give 5 star A means it will display hello for 5 times. So next one is in, not in, membership operator. We already discussed about this membership operator in our previous classes when we discussed about the operators. Why we use this membership operator? In, not in is used to, for suppose take this example, H in A means hello. Is H present in A? If yes, it will give it as true. Yes, H is present in A, then that's why the answer is true. If H is not present in A, then it will give false. The same way, not in is exactly opposite of in. If H is not present in A, then it will give true, otherwise it will give false. This is how we use membership operator. And coming to the next one, percentage format operator. We used this percentage format operator. We did so many examples in our previous class when we discussed about input output in Python. We discussed about percentage symbol format operator and format method also. So that's why we are not discussing about what's this percentage format operator and format method. Why we use this? We don't discuss the examples here. We already discussed so many examples in our previous class when we discussed about input and output class. So please follow that class and come back here. We use this percentage format operator and format method. If you want to place variable values in between the strings, we use this percentage format operator. The same way we use this format method also to place the variables in between the strings, we use this format method. Okay, coming to next one is different string methods. Coming to methods, different string methods are, here we are considering capitalize is a method which will give the initial character as capital letter. Take an example, A is equal to hello world. In this, the initial character H is considered as the capital. It will convert the starting character as the capital, means uppercase. The output is H is capital, HELLOWORLD, and the next method is lower of, convert all the characters into lower case, means small letters. Next one is upper of, convert all the characters into uppercase. That's why the output is hello world. All this is in capital letters. Next one is the next method is count is a method. So we use this count method in order to count the number of times the occurrences of the given character. Not only character, you can give a substring also, how many times this substring occurred in the given string. That is what it will calculate. A means the same example, A is here taken as a hello world. In this hello world, so how many times the character L occurs, that is what it will calculate. In the hello world, how many times it occurred? 3 times. That's why the output is 3. How many times it occurred, that is what it is counting. Next one is it is given as a L comma the starting position, from which position we have to count the occurrences of the L. That is what the starting position is. If ending position is not given, it will default considered as the last position as the ending position. The same way L from the third position, how many times it occurred? Say 2 times it occurred. The same way next one, print a dot count of a starting position and ending position is considered. In entire Python, almost all the Python language, the last position is not considered. It will take only third position, fourth position, fifth position and sixth position. Seventh position is not considered. That's why in this given positions, how many times L occurred, that is what it will count. It occurred only 1 time. So next one is the find method. Find method is used to identify at what position this L is occurred. So at what position, if it occurred in multiple positions, it will give the starting first occurrence of the L. The position at which the first occurrence of L is considered, that position will be given. See here, for example, the hello world, L is present, the first occurrence is present at the second position, so it will give output as a 2. So at what position we find this L, that is what it will display, 2. Next one is print a dot find of, from the third position we have to check the starting position. From the third position, at what position the first occurrence of L is, that is what it will calculate. Third position is the first occurrence of L, that's why it displayed third position. Next one is starting position and ending position, the same answer, third position. Next one is if it is not found, if Z is not found. Here the answer, here the question is Z from third position to seventh position. Z is not occurred in hello world. It will display as -1 if it is not occurred. Next one is, this is very important, length function. Length function, len means a length function. Len method is used to identify the number of characters. What's the length of the string? That is what it will display. The length of the string is 11 characters. So it is given as 11. Next one is, this is also very important, split method. We use this split method multiple times in different situations. We use this split method. So what it will do is, if a given string, in the given string, it will split the string based on the given character. Here if you default, it will take it as a empty space. If nothing is given, it will take it as empty space. So take an example, A is equal to hello space world space this space is space Python space program. So we want to split the string. We use the split method. A dot split of default, it will take it as a empty space. That's why it will split as the output is hello world, this is Python program. So default it will take it as empty space. If you want to mention a separate character, we can give the separate character or a set of characters also. So a is equal to, take an example, a is equal to hello hash old hash, this is Python, all between we placed at a hash. Based on the hash we will split it. Print a dot split of hash. So whenever it found hash, it will split the string. It will split it into two parts. That's why hello world, this is Python program. That's the output. Next one is print based on hash. Print a dot split of hash 1. What's this 1 means? 1 means how many times it has to split. By default it will check the entire string and it will identify how many splits it gone, means how many times it found the hash value, it will split there. But if you mention it as 1, it will split only one time. The output is the first occurrence. Whenever it found hello, after hello it found hash, only one split. After that it considered as it as a one string. So that is what one time, 2 means 2 times, 5 means 5 times. How many times we have to split, that is what it is given. A dot split of multiple characters, not only single character. In order to understand that, we have taken this example. Not only single character, you can take a set of characters also. You can take a substring also. Whenever it found that substring, it will split from there. Whenever it found LO, where it found LO, hello, LLO, in LLO it found LO. That's why from there it split, and the remaining part we don't have LO. That's why it considered as a separate string. Okay, next one is for split. Exactly opposite is a join method. If you want to join a set of strings, a sequence of strings, then we use join method. So how to take this sequence of strings? We use list here. We not yet discussed about list. In our coming classes we discuss about list, how to define list. So for now, remember, this is a sequence of strings taken in a list. So we use square brackets for defining a list. So if you want to join this sequence of strings, we use join method. So how to join? If you want to join, what's the separator in between the strings? That is what separator is equal to. For example, we are taking it as a variable named separator. You can take any variable name. Separator is equal to hash. So print separator dot join of L. Join the sequence of strings based on this separator in between, place hash. That is what the meaning is. The output is hello hash, old hash, this hash. So it places hash in between when it joining. If you want to take it as an empty space, no space means separator is equal to here. We consider no space. That's why the output is hello world. There is no space between. It's truly joining everything without giving any space. If you want to give space, separator is equal to space. So it will join based on space. The separator value is a space. The next one is so this is the example for join operations, and the next one is hello world is alpha. Is alpha is a method which identifies, which checks whether the given string consists only alphabets. Alphabetical values means A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K up to Z, only alphabets. Is alpha means see here, hello world, H is a alphabet, E, L, L, O, but space, it's a character, it is not an alphabetical character. That's why it written false. The given string don't contain only alphabets, it's containing other characters also. That's why it's mentioned it as a false. The next one is B is equal to hello. Here only alphabets is there, only alphabets is there. That's why it's giving it as a true. If you want to check whether the given string consists only alphabets, we use this method is alpha. The same way, if the string consists only digits, we use is digit of method. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, it consists only digits. That's why it give it as a true. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. A is not a digit, it's a character, it's an alphabet. That's why it give it as a false. The same way, next method is alpha num. It will accept strings, it will give it as true if the strings contain either numerical values or alphabetical values. That is what alpha num means. All num means alphabets or numerical values. take this example, a is equal to 1 2 5 6 7 plus. Plus is not a numerical value, not an alphabetical value, that's why it give it as a false. And the next example, b is equal to 1 2 5 6 7, only numeric values are there, yes, we can accept that, that's why it's give it as a true value. Next one is he is, it's a alphabetical values, so it will give it as true. The combination also accepted, 1 2 3 numeric plus alphabets, it will give it as true. These are the mostly used methods. So there are so many methods in string class, so we are discussing only the methods that we use extensively. So whenever it required the other methods, we discuss those methods in our next classes whenever it's required, and we use those methods. In our next class, Python uses Unicode characters. In our next class, we discuss about Unicode characters and UTF-8 encoding system. What's this encoding system? What is Unicode characters? We discuss in our next class. Okay, hope you understand the concept. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.